Happy birthday to all you May 14th heads out there.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Happy birthday, guys. Today's the 14th of May.
Yeah, happy birthday, May heads.
Hey, and we'll make sure to do that exact voice line for every day in the game. Welcome back to Persona 5.
But whoa, why don't you actually do it? You said you would. Exactly. We're gonna talk to a art guy or something this episode, and maybe go fuck with his palace. Spoilers, he has a palace.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be super epish.
Oh, it's like fucking Madison Square Garden, but in Japan.
It's like Japan, but Japan, but virtual and cooler. Because it's not real where I get bullied outside. You ever get bullied, Dillon?
No.
I didn't either, actually.
No, yeah, I was...
Or if I did, I didn't know about it ever, so...
People would try to make fun of me in high school because, like, I was...
Yeah, I know about this.
People would try to make fun of me in high school because, like, I was the video game guy.
Yeah, the angry video game nerd.
I lived in a rural Oklahoma town where video games weren't as popular as other places, necessarily. People would want to go back roading, which...
Mudding.
For those of you, like, literally,
catfishing.
Not even joking you, yes.
Yeah. No, I was in the same fucking boat, dude. Yes! Boom! Unintentional boom! God, I love my job. Fuck yes!
Not to demean what you're saying, but I don't think...
I'm sure it was much worse where you were.
I don't think it could possibly compare.
I'm sure it was infinitely worse where you were.
But backroading is the tradition of getting in your truck and just driving around on the back roads drinking.
Yep. That's what you do. It's fucking epic.
You know, just fucking some 16, 17-year-olds getting fucking slammed while driving.
Yeah, baby.
What a fun time.
Well, they're on the back roads, it's fine. And mudding, for those of you who don't know.
You do the same thing, but after it rains.
Exactly.
Your vehicle really filthy.
Or either just, like, actually roll around in the fucking mud like a pig.
Not really that
much. Well, but where I was, that's what the cool shit to do was. You go play in the mud, and you drive in the mud. You do both, it's crazy.
Rolling around the mud is probably its own thing.
What do you call that?
Definitely not mudding.
Just being an actual retard.
Yeah. Pig cosplay.
Let's
go out and play some piggy after school. But no, people would make fun of me because I was the video gamer, and I was typically like, I was witty enough to have epic roast comebacks.
Zing them.
I could zing them, and I was also pretty athletic, so I could threaten to beat them up.
There you go.
But catch me at the flagpole, I will literally end you.
Did you ever fight anyone in high school?
No, I was pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't really do that either.
But I totally could have, bro.
But I could have beat up everyone there. I just like without problem, you know. There was a kid who I forget what it was about. He was my friend. He was being a shithead, and he started punching me.
A real shatheed.
He was being a real shatheed, and he just started like hitting me, like not super hard. I was
playfully.
I was so no, he was like actually mad.
Oh.
But I was so powerful that I didn't even really register him as an attacker. So I just kind of like swept his legs, and he fell over, and then I got suspended from school for 3 days for doing that, and he got in no trouble, but I got in trouble back in 7th grade. What the fuck, dude? That's not fair. It was at that exact moment where I would shit on authority for the rest of my life.
I don't think I really got disciplined at all in high school.
Oh, I was a big shithead, especially in elementary school and in middle school. I
got suspended from elementary school for kicking a kid once.
Nice. Why'd you kick him?
Honestly, don't remember.
But it was probably justified, so don't feel bad.
Honestly, don't remember. I think I was in the 4th grade. I think he was like. I don't remember. I just remember I got suspended for 2 days.
I remember when I was in kindergarten, there was a 3rd grader that was fucking with me. So I beat him up,
Damn.
And then
you're the third grader. How do you recover your
I'm
ego
a very
from that?
big kid. You know this about me.
I don't know what you looked like in kindergarten.
I was still a pretty big kid. So my dad sat me down. I remember this. I was sitting in the back of my dad's car. He said, "Cade,
in me dad's car.
Did you beat up that kid?" I was like, "Yeah, I did."
Like, fuck yeah, Dad.
And my dad was like, "Nice." I was like, "Thanks, Dad."
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. From that point onward, I punched everyone I came across just to impress my dad, and it worked.
Your dad went to work and said, "My kid could beat up your kid."
Awful influence, my dad. Just really encouraged me beating up everybody. Plagiarizing. Uh-oh.
Yeah, in high school, I was pretty much smooth sailing. I was funny. I was athletic.
Yeah.
Super hot.
Super hot. Huge cock. Always had the 40 ounces on standby, so I could like come chill. You know.
The high school parties were at my grandparents' place.
Oh yeah, you told me this. Yeah.
Yeah. My grandparents had they own. They have 2 street addresses in Paola because they lived in a trailer house basically in the yard of their neighbor. And then their neighbor died.
Yeah.
And then they bought the plot of land. So then they just have an extra big yard and they sold the trailer house. So they basically own 2 houses, but the house doesn't exist in one of the plots of land where a house should. And they just kind of built a bunch of shit. And one of them is a cool hangout game room with like a pool table.
Yeah,
had a big like 60-inch CRT. Had a stereo hooked up, and that's where we threw the cool high school parties.
Hell yeah.
Because my parents' rationale was, well, if they're gonna do it, at least do it at our place. So that way all the other kids can drink and drive and crash, but Dillon, he can just head in there and go to sleep.
I told you that I was the cheeser in high school, right? During high school parties. How me and my friends would hear about high school parties and then go to them and then strategically hide cheese all over the house.
What? No.
Oh, did I not say this ever? I swear to God I've said this before.
This is the first time learning about it.
No, yeah, me and my friends would just like drive to like all different high school parties that were happening like a Friday night or whatever. And everyone would be really drunk, so it's not like they fucking care or noticed. And then we just walk in with like cheese sticks and like some Velveeta and stuff like that. And we just like you just get a screwdriver, pop open a vent, put some fucking cheese in there, gotta go, bye.
But what's the payoff for that?
It was just kind of funny.
Yeah, I was about to say, you don't get to like see the reaction ever.
But the fact that we know they're gonna react, so as long as you can just like picture it, then it's fine, right?
Can't you just picture placing the cheese too?
No, well that's not the same. You gotta do it, or else it's not the same.
Makes no goddamn sense.
Oh, want to hear some real stupid shit? My brother. Who you know,
Dr. Robert Spaghetti.
Good old Dr. Robert Spaghetti and his high school friends who are awful, terrible influences. Just shitty people. I love them both. Just they're 2 friends. They went around and they stole, I shit you not, sinks and soap dispensers and faucets. and handles to faucets.
Literally stealing the kitchen sink, huh?
I'm not even fucking joking. One of me and my brother's mutual friend has a whole fucking shelf in his house, which is just stolen fucking faucets.
How do you steal somebody's sink?
Yo, I ask him this all the time, and I never really understand it. But all they say is you take it and you just pull it, and then it just comes off. And I've seen the sinks. I've seen them do this. These people need to go to fucking jail.
The highest price? It's probably not Madarame.
Not this one.
Van Gogh.
And Picasso was like really old. Van Gogh is the more recent one, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Stole the kitchen sinks.
They stole sinks, and so like every place they went out to, the sink is fucking gone. The soap dispenser is gone. I don't know why they did it. I really don't know. They were like really big shitheads. They would like go to the side of freeways and like throw eggs on the cars passing by. Just fucking assholes.
Real delinquents.
Yeah. I don't know why.
The stealing sink shit. It's like sounds like early stages of being a fucking klepto.
I don't know. It wasn't really so much my brother, I gotta say. It was more so it was my one friend Dan in particular who I did a video of PUBG with on my channel. That's classic Dan. He's a pilot and he's gonna fly you around one day, viewer.
He's the sink thief.
Yeah, Dan the sink thief.
Welcome to Delta.
Yeah, he's fucking
hiring sink thieves.
Oh, he's a weird guy. I love him. But yeah. Do you ever go into a bathroom or something in a public restaurant or something and don't see a sink or a soap dispenser or something? Then in Kansas specifically, it's probably my brother or his friends.
Isn't that your pet, mister?
It's
a creature.
This is a stuffed animal. It meows when you press on its head.
Hey.
Yeah, you idiot.
Yeah.
There's a little Asian boy walking up to us.
Meow, cat. Ha ha ha.
Keep doing it. Time to button mash.
Fuck you, cat. Good.
In the 6th grade, one of my friends who was a 7th grader, I don't know how it works elsewhere, but 6th grade is still elementary school and 7th grade would be middle school.
That's not terribly uncommon, I don't think.
So he was in a different building. For Halloween, he broke in to my teacher, the 6th grade teacher's car.
Ooh.
And took a shit in his back seat.
Nice, dude.
And word got around that it was him. Apparently some people told on him or something, and fucking the teacher pressed charges.
I would too! Fuck that kid, dude! Fuck that kid!
just left a ripe Lincoln log sitting in the backseat of it. It was like a fucking like a shitty like 90 or like an 89 Honda. It was like not a good car either. Just being a real dick.
I mean, fuck that teacher apparently, dude.
I don't know if he like picked the lock or if it was just unlocked. I don't know how he got into his car into the back seat.
Was it premeditated? Was he just walking by one day and said, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
I really gotta take a doozy.
I gotta go anyway, so like, why not?
I ate nothing but Taco Bell for the past 4 days in preparation for this moment.
Oh, yeah, I don't think you've had anything that intense happen ever. Do you ever have any kids die in your high school?
Yes.
Or throughout schooling life? Yeah, it's some weird shit. When that thing happens. There was a girl who died in a car crash. No, there was the kid who died in a car crash. She's about to run into a bus full of kids, and they made fun of him on Twitter, and everyone got really mad at me, but... Yeah, there's that. I was totally justified, by the way. He was an asshole. Yeah, how's your story, though? Did you make fun of the kid on Twitter?
Well, it happened... Whenever I was in like the 7th grade, there was a girl in my class who I was friends with.
Yeah, did you have sex with her?
No.
Okay, bad. Start to a story then.
It was a friend of mine in elementary school.
That's fine.
And she ended up getting held back. And then she got some illness. I forget. I'm trying to remember what it was. She got sick and she died from it.
Oh, that's horrible.
It wasn't like cancer or it wasn't like a chronic illness or things.
Oh yeah.
Uncommon disease. I forget what it was. But she ended up dying for it, and everyone was pretty sad about it.
That sucks. It's a shitty thing to have happen.
Yeah. And then I had a friend who was like my best friend for like a decade. Like best friend all my life, known him for years and years. Almost died in a car crash.
Ooh.
Fucked up his life real good.
Is he paralyzed?
No, he ended up having he was a football player.
Oh, that's
and it
shitty.
happened during football season.
That is shitty.
All of a sudden we were missing a safety. But he had to get messed up his face pretty good. He got 3rd-degree burns on his face. Had to have a rod put in his leg.
God, that has to be the worst thing. Getting burns like on your face, especially. Holy shit.
Yeah, and I went back to Paul's Valley to visit family probably like 6 months ago, and then I saw him at the Walmart.
Yeah.
And apparently got in another car accident.
Oh no.
And he has 4 fingers on one hand.
Oh no.
Shouts to Dustin if you're watching.
Oh, Dustin. You gotta get some airbags or something. That's horrible.
I mean, the airbag's what gave him 3rd-degree burns on the first crash.
Wait, really? How did that work?
I mean, friction, I suppose.
Oh, maybe.
He got the burns from the airbag. It wasn't from like a car fire or anything. So he told me, he's like, yeah, Dillon, I don't think I'm gonna be driving much the rest of my life. I'm like, understandable.
Just hit a Uber.
Both of the accidents were his fault. Yeah, so it was just poor driving on his part.
What's the matter?
Yeah, maybe just driving's just not for him.
Yeah, maybe just not in the cards.
That's super shitty.
He hit, like, during the first one, he hit his head, as you do in a car accident that almost kills you. And he lost his sense of smell, which was bizarre to me.
He can't smell anymore?
Yeah, cannot
Weird.
smell things.
That's
Which I learned in college is apparently whenever you get blunt force trauma to the front of your head, it can impact that whatever area of your brain, and it can make you lose your sense of smell.
Wow. Man, that would suck ass. There's like no reason to eat food anymore. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, the reason there is a reason.
Yeah, but like, what's the point?
The most important reason. In
what's
fact.
the point even? At that point, you just eat like asparagus for the rest of your life, right? Like, why not?
It's hard to say. I don't know.
Nothing has taste. Oh man,
I don't know how things taste without smell.
Well, most of taste is smell.
It would be diminished. I can't tell you what it's like.
I'm not sure, but it would suck.
What does a blind person see? I can't fucking tell you.
Sees me.
Is my blue your blue too?
Oh, dude. You ever thought about that? Are we the first people to think about that ever?
Damn, bro.
That's pretty hashtag r/deep.
I am a thoughtful guy.
I'm a thought.
I think a lot of thoughts about a lot of things.
Is that a reference to something?
It is. What is it a reference to, Cade and viewers?
Song.
Dude, it is a song, but what is the song?
I don't know.
It is a Rhett and Link song.
Yeah.
From fucking like
that way back.
Yeah, from like almost a decade ago.
Before they were Rhett and Link, even.
I think they were Rhett and Link.
No,
at the
I think
time.
they were, but it was. I mean, their names are Rhett and Link, so pretty sure. I don't think they got name changes for the YouTube channel specifically.
I like those lads.
They're fun by me.
Those are some good lads.
They do the good content. I like them.
I don't really know shit about the content. They just kind of look funny.
Well, that's just rude.
I mean, they would probably agree.
They do a good mythical morning. Do you know about that at all? Yeah, it's just like it's just a fun little show where they sit in front of a thing and then they do a challenge or some stupid shit, and it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
And they say, "See you next time," and you do.
And then you do every time.
Sometimes they play with some Play-Doh. Sometimes they eat some weird shit. Sometimes
they eat the Play-Doh.
Sometimes it's just bundles of fun.
What's been going on in Persona? The past 20 to 30 minutes we've been rambling about bullshit.
Madarame is an art plagiarist who uses his students and abuses them or some stupid shit, and that's bad, and we gotta go into his palace and make him stop.
And say, hey, you.
Hey.
That's no good.
Cut it out.
We button mashed our cat's head.
That too. That was the best part of
we
all
said,
that we've done.
We said, take it.
Also, Yusuke is Madarame's student, and he's sad. It belongs in...
Beginning navigation.
What the hell?
Beginning navigation? Oh, we have access to a new palace.
Yeah. Very nice. The meta-nav went off because it heard plagiarism and his name, and then we just needed the place, because that's how it works. You need the person, the place, and the thing. Oh, you need all the nouns.
You activate the Navi. Oh, cool. We're in our cosplay. Whoa.
Just like that. Okay. I guess we will go do this palace now.
I wonder if being caught by the enemy. Okay, this is the new palace. Wow.
This is the museum, and it's not as good as the castle, I think, but it's still pretty good. I like it.
What makes palaces better or worse than other palaces?
Some of them have stupid fucking puzzles. Some of them have awful enemy placement. Some of them have even stupider puzzles, which aren't even really puzzles. It's just walk to this place very slowly.
Wow.
You'll see, mister. You'll see.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
I think that
This one's pretty good, though.
on Jacob and I's doomed playthrough, we got
Halfway through this?
It feels like most of the way through this dungeon.
Yeah.
I believe we got most of the way through this dungeon. Did not fight the final boss.
Wow.
But I remember a lot of the mechanics. You have to go like do some fucking paint world shit.
Yeah.
You gotta go and touch Fluffy Tail.
I like this palace. It's pretty good. It's got cool music. It's got Japanese strumming. I don't know what that instrument is. They're probably
They're probably traps.
Can't say that.
Strong and all.
Oh,
That has nothing to do with it.
but it's an actual thing.
No, Dillon.
It's just derogatory.
No, Dillon. But are they? But are they though? Nobody knows. That time, I guess you don't remember this, but at CoxCon, I'm pretty sure, which is Jesse Cox's convention, some dude asked, "Are traps gay?" And he got kicked out of the convention, just right then and there.
Is that who's Jesse Cox? Is that a
He's
is that
a
a trans
YouTuber.
fellow?
No, it's funny you said that though.
I don't know. That would make make sense contextually.
No, he's just fucking woke. He doesn't want people saying the trans word or the
Okay.
trap word or what could potentially be offensive.
Okay.
It's bad.
It would be funnier if it were a trans person and then that person asked
it
that
would have been
question,
funnier. It
and
would have
then
been funnier.
and then they get kicked out.
I'm pretty sure it was Total Biscuit who like kicked him out because he was like,
Oh, I thought it was Total Biscuit who asked the question.
"Oh no."
I was like, what a lad. Fucking
No,
legend.
He's Total Biscuit was very
Yeah.
woke and hated the sexisms and the whatnots
Oh,
and
speaking
the
of
transphobias.
speaking
and
of
the whatnots.
Total Biscuit, it's gonna be a strange age whenever we like going forward within our lives to have all these people with active social media accounts die.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
Because you can still go, because all you ever knew them as was their social media account.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden it just stops because
Hey.
the person behind it died.
Every time someone of note dies, first thing I do is go to their Twitter and see what their lasting legacy is going to be.
The last tweet.
What is the last thing that this person has put on the internet for people to see?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's
Yeah.
a weird thought. I could die tomorrow, and like,
last
is
thing
my
I-
picture gonna be like Bowsette? It's like a picture of two big fucking anime titties right in your face. Because I don't know if I want that to be my legacy. I mean, now that I'm saying out loud, I do want that to be my legacy.
Live every day like it's your last, brother.
I don't know.
For as much as at least people from like the normie side of my social media group, like the people I went to high school and college with and
Yeah.
shit.
Do you follow those people on Twitter?
A handful of them. A lot of my high school friends. I wonder what my high school friends. I don't ever talk to them, but you know, whenever they look at my Twitter and they see I have like all these followers, I wonder what they think. I wonder what they think about me, man.
What are they thinking about?
Because they got like fucking 400 followers. I got fucking 5 digits.
I don't know. Does it not say in your bio that you are a YouTuber?
No, I mean it does.
Well, there you go.
But I mean, just like it was like boom, you know.
Boom!
Boom!
Look at this! Fuck you! Anyone who doubted me?
As I was saying, those people in this particular, like in that side of my friend group, they like to really romanticize the past.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, if I had to pick a time to be alive, it would be the 70s. You know, everyone was like,
How the fuck would you know?
yeah. First of all, how would you know? And also, secondly, I think it's hard to argue that the best time to be alive. I can't even say the word without vomiting. The best time to be alive is right now.
Probably.
I think that today has been the best day ever collectively in human history, and tomorrow will be the best day ever whenever tomorrow comes.
That is some positive can-do thinking. I like it. I mean, quality of living compared to now to the 70s, definitely way higher in pretty much every area of the world. So,
like wage is down, but
well, I mean, inflation, it's fine. It all equals out.
I mean, you know, fucking, whenever I was your age, I fucking worked at the Shake Shack and worked my way through college, you lazy millennial.
That's fine. Okay, I didn't go, so.
But Grandpa, I can't. I would have to work for 4 million years to afford tuition, Grandpa.
Just get a loan, buddy.
But like, you think about especially people watching this video, like, how fucking often do you like look at the internet on an average day?
All the time.
Because people in the 70s, the answer was 0 hours and 0 minutes because it didn't exist.
No, I don't think so. I wanna go back in time, before the angry video game nerd made PewDiePie I was trying to think of like a big YouTuber,
Yeah.
or just a really influential one. I'll just go back in time, download all PewDiePie's videos, go back in time, literally copy it beat for beat, and then I will be PewDiePie.
Wouldn't work exactly like that.
I'll fake being Swedish too. It'll all work out.
I'll steal all his friends. I'll
steal his girlfriend.
I'll talk to all the people he talked to. You know, I'll give Susan a under the table licky.
Don't put that picture in my mind. Yuck.
Something else I think about a lot is that how our generation, that being people who were born in the mid-90s, hashtag 90s kids.
1990, hey, I'm a 90s kid.
The last generation of human beings that will remember what it was like to not have a smartphone.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Fucking nuts.
And 100 years from now, we're gonna be the last generation to not know what a flurble blop was. Yeah. And that's gonna be even crazier.
Well, I mean, you could say that, and given, you know, it's like an exponential curve of how fast technology is advancing.
I'm pretty sure it's slowed down recently. The curve of which technology is expanding.
I don't know exactly.
Could be wrong,
yeah.
but
I feel like it doesn't feel right, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
We only have 7 of these lockpicks, Joker. But like,
wow,
what really changed from like 1890 to 1900 compared to what changed between 2010 and 2020? Way less is the answer.
There was a light bulb. Actually, was that a thing yet? That was 1930s light bulb.
No, it was
no. What
earlier.
the fuck am I talking about? No, it was way before that.
I think it was like 1910.
Wasn't it
1900s?
18?
I don't think it was
1800s light bulbs.
Well, I mean, maybe it was invented. It definitely wasn't
like mass produced.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're probably right. I thought it was like 1890 something when the light bulb was invented.
Actually, pretty funny. I watched I was at my grandparents' for like fucking Thanksgiving this past year, and I watched something that was exactly on this topic about like Nikola Tesla and shit like that, and I don't remember. That's how little of that information I retained. I literally sat down and learned about this shit for an hour on actual cable, because God else, what else is there to do whenever you don't have internet?
Yeah, it sucks.
And I just don't remember any of it.
God, cable's awful.
I remember there was a big like corporate battle between direct current and alternate current.
Yeah,
that was a thing. That was a little bit of the information I retained from watching that shit. But that's about it.
I remember that.
The point standing is that back in my day, we didn't have access to what is a Google.